for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the...
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may... I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived...
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying...
Baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it...
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead. There was always a job for someone like me. I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. I didn't care where I was going. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead. There was always a job for someone like me. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead.
Well,
Sometimes
we
just
seem to be getting
roughed
closer.
up, but
Try this next one.
dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first...
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can...
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. I do what people pay me to do. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just... I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, the first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good. I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again.
Getting warmer. One of these
It
has
was
got
just
to tell us
me against the
something.
world,
We're running out
and the
of range.
world had it coming.
Ah, there's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
How's now the Institute's main op...
This is the one. Here.
Open it. How's now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. Wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never like to. But the eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
Is it over?
Almost. Everything's gonna be
Are we
fine.
okay?
How's now the Institute's main op...
Come here.
No.
Come here, baby.
No. I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean.
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on, come on, come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a... How's now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. The eggheads never... Eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in...
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
To forget about how much I care for you. It's all over, but the dreaming. Poor little dream that keeps trying to come true.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Am I okay? Are you seeing anything bad?
Don't be alarmed, but I honestly don't know what to look for. As I said before, this is uncharted territory, but your neural and physiological readings have returned to normal. From a medical standpoint, you're fine. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute used...
Yes, their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
What do you think we should do?
Let me think. What about that memory involving Virgil, the rogue Institute scientist? If he were alive, we have a common enemy. He might help us.
There's gotta be another way.
We delved into every memory we could find. This is the only thing I can think of that might get us more answers.
I don't know. I'm not even sure we could track him down.
The memory gave us a starting point, the glowing sea. But that can't be right. Trying to survive there is unthinkable.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in... That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure...
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
Oh, I'm going in naked. Fingers crossed I get superpowers.
I know you're joking, but as a doctor, I feel obligated to remind you that unprotected radioactive exposure will only kill you. Dead. D-E-A-D. So be sure you find a way to get through there with your life intact. And good luck. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Amari.
Be careful of the radiation. The glowing sea isn't a place to be caught unprepared.
Hey. Hey, Piper.
You look like you could use a pick-me-up.
Your thoughts?
You know, you are some kind of dedicated. I wouldn't want to share a beer with Kellogg, let alone a brain.
Oh, nothing.
Sure. Seems like the kind of place you could kick back, right? I'm worried.
Being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower. Super mutants plan on eating me soon.
I'm worried about Rex. Those super mutants.
Gotta sign off. What are the super mutants?
Hey,
Rex sounds like he's gotten
I feel like I
himself
need
into
to take my
trouble
shoes off.
again.
George. Rex is in trouble. Didn't you hear him on the radio?
For the 10th time, yes. What do you want me to do about it? Those super mutants would kill me in seconds. Rex got himself into this mess. He'll have to figure out how to get out of it.
Now, where did I put my script? I'm Anne Hargreaves. George and Rex and I run this radio station.
Held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower. Super mutants plan on eating.
What was that? Found them and they do not look friendly.
What's up?
the world will be shown Adam's glory. None will escape the Great Divide.
Stop right there, stranger. You approach Atom's holy ground. Why? Someone do something!
Holy ground? Adam?
Ain't my fight! Atom reached out and touched this world, bringing his glow to us.
What is this place?
Let's do this.